Take two rectangles and place them right sides together. Draw a line down the center and then turn your ruler so that you can draw two diagonal lines at the same time. So 1/4 of an inch away from both sides of the diagonal line and then cut on the lines you just marked. You'll have 4 pieces. Now this is for a 4-inch block, so use your 6.5-inch triangle square up ruler to square it up to 2 inches. Just trim off the sides and trim off your tips. Open and press towards the dark side. For the remaining pieces, take 2 strips and sew them right sides together. Trim off that selvage edge and get rid of it. Cut them into 2-inch pieces. You'll need to have 4 of them. Lay out your block with your 2-inch center, your triangle piece squares in the corners, and your block is done. Place a red pear for the sides of the barn, wrong sides together, along with the sky, wrong sides together. Stack them on top of each other, and with your ruler, mark up 2 1/4 inches. Place your ruler at that mark to the opposite corner and cut a diagonal line. Take those triangles and get rid of them. Now turn your sides so they're placed exactly like the finished barn. You need to have a black roof, a little strip of fabric in between the side and the sky. Sew them together, trim them up, your sides are done. The barn door is easy straight piecing, so your hole in the barn door block to the top. Crease that whole unit. Once again, draw a mark 2 1/4 inches on the side. Place your ruler from that mark to the very top of the barn. Cut off those triangles and get rid of them. Now you need to have that narrow sliver of black for the roof again. Add that, and then take a rectangle, a pear. Cut them on one diagonal, and you only use 1/2 of that pear to add the sky to the top of the barn. Just add those side pieces, and the monitor barn is finished. Put your sky on your placement sheet. Now the legs are made from fusible bias tape. Peel the paper away so the fusing's on the bottom side and place your leg on the sky. Fuse it in place and add the 2 other legs. Now the blades are traced on paperback fusible web. Put the fusible side against the wrong side of the fabric and fuse them in place. And then just cut on the line and trim off the ends on each of those blades. Peel the paper away and they're ready to fuse. Now save yourself some time by purchasing pre-printed blades for the windmill. Fuse them in place on top of the legs. Now stitching the legs down is next. Use a twin needle and thread your machine with 2 spools of thread. Place an applique pressing foot on your machine and just stitch right down through the middle of the bias tape, and you will have 2 perfectly spaced lines of stitching. Add your windmill to your barn. Place some ground across the bottom. Add your barnyard animals, and your scene is complete.